It's an incredible time to buy and sell property here in Western New York. There have been lots of questions surrounding the increased value of homes, interest rates, and all the opportunities available to our partners right now. The Gatas team works collaboratively with Premium Mortgage to set up our buyers and sellers for success. Today, we are talking with our local resource and friend, loan officer, Julie Symes. Hello, Julie.
Hi, John.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, Julie, why don't you tell us how the Gatas team and Premium Mortgage works together to help our buyers and sellers?
So when a client is referred to me by your team, I will ask them for certain information, documentation. If they are eligible for a new mortgage, I will be able to provide them the different options that they have for a mortgage. If they're a first-time home buyer, options related to that. If they're buying and selling, some different options that can help them navigate that process.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about kind of what's happening in the mortgage climate today? Tell us a little bit what you're seeing and what your clients are saying to you.
It's been in the news and it's a hot topic right now. Interest rates have been on the rise. Experts expect that they will continue to rise throughout the year. The best thing that clients can do to kind of quell the concerns they have on that is to, check and make sure if they are in the market for a home and they are already pre-approved or haven't been pre-approved, to make sure that when they do that process that it is at a higher than market interest rate. This way they'll know that if rates do continue to rise that they still qualify and that they're still comfortable with what they're qualified for.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what are some of the popular programs that people actually gravitate to today, and what are you seeing out there that's really drawing people in to want to actually get a mortgage and realize that American dream?
So, we offer all of the products that are out there nationally as far as conventional, FHA, VA, mortgages for veterans, USDA for clients that are looking in rural areas. We participate in New York State's first-time homebuyer program called Sunny May. That's been very popular. As rates have gone up, their rates kind of move a little bit more slowly than the normal interest rate. So that's been a big product, and that offers down payment assistance as well. So people are very interested in that.
Awesome. And recently, we were introduced to the cash guarantee program, and that was just an incredible rollout that you guys did here in the Buffalo area. But I heard that it's been around in the Rochester market for a little bit. Tell us about that and how that benefits our mutual clients.
Sure. If a client and a property meet the eligibility requirements of our cash guarantee program, it allows a client to make an offer that is not contingent on mortgage financing or an appraisal. It could be a huge advantage for someone to not have to go in with a mortgage contingency on the contract.
And I can tell you, since we're boots on the ground, having that edge when we're going in on a multiple offer is like night and day advantageous, and it really puts our clients at one of the highest optimum levels to succeed. What would you say to people who seem to be a little bit intimidated by the current market right now?
The best thing they can do is just make sure they know how the rise in interest rates or the rise in home prices impacts their buying power, their monthly payment, how much money they're going to need to close. I think once they have those answers, the more facts they can have about how it impacts them, as opposed to just worrying and having anxiety about it, putting the numbers to it are going to make people feel more comfortable, because sometimes it surprises them. It's not as big of an impact as they might think it is.
What advice would you give to a first-time home buyer today?
People need to know where they stand. My advice, if somebody says they're looking a month from now, 6 months from now, or a year, is to get a pre-approval or pre-qualification. There's no obligation to move forward once they have that, but it's going to answer those questions in the back of their mind. It's going to let them know, do they qualify for a mortgage right now, so that they know what they need to save to purchase a home. And again, just give them that information. The other thing that I recommend is taking a first-time homebuyer class. A lot of the non-for-profit agencies offer them monthly. Some of them are free. There's also excellent web-based classes they can take. It's going to cover start to finish the process of buying a home. And really, truly, the more knowledgeable they can be about the process, I think the better they're going to feel when they move forward.
You're not only giving them guidance on the mortgages, but you're also showing them even some of the grant opportunities that may exist for them. You know, whether it's municipal grants or any other type of program grants. Is there anything that you'd like to add on the grant component that might be useful for even buyers and sellers?
Sure. I mean, a lot of times when people first come to me, they immediately want to know what grants they can get. And, you know, once I can do the pre-approval for them, I'm going to have an idea of what they may be eligible for. It's not up to me to determine their eligibility, but I can say to them, like, I know the requirements for the programs. Here's some literature on it. So really, you know, again, it's just getting that pre-approval, and then from there we can kind of spiral out to the other options they're going to have with any grants or deferred loans that they may be eligible for.
So really, what it comes down to, if people need some guidance and advice, call a mortgage expert, you know, and seek the guidance that they need. So Julie, how can people reach you to, you know, get some of this great advice that you've just shared with us here this morning?
Sure. So really, people can reach me however, you know, is most convenient for them. A lot of clients will reach out to me via email, text message, telephone, you know, again, whatever works for them. Any of those methods work for me.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.